Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Last night I slept until these guys woke me up at 4 a.m. So it's actually getting better because it used to be midnight, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and so on. So I got to sleep until 4 a.m. Yeah. And then you guys went back to sleep after waking me up. You get all the sleep you want. I had a lovely long yoga practice as a result of my early waking up time. So this is Ayla, this is Bindi, and over there is Teeny. They're learning all the cat things still. Okay, thanks for being here for class. It's kind of adorable and distracting, actually. Okay, so it seems hard to believe that we're going to practice Metta or Maitri, like when we could just practice appreciative joy. But my intention today is to deepen our conversation about Metta and Maitri. So let's take a comfortable seat, please, and rest your hands in your lap or out at the knees, whatever your preference is. Palms down, palms up again, whatever your preference is. You're welcome to close your eyes. You're arriving in the present moment. Let the outer body relax while you brighten up the inner body. So just in alignment with your commitment to be here, the word for that is abhyasa. Let the inner body brighten or become more upright. And release the outer body, letting go of anything that's not relevant to your practice right here, right now. And that letting go, that releasing those attachments, that's called vairagyam. Allow your breathing to drop down into the pelvis and use the breath to gently massage that inner sense of awakening or brightening your inner body and your intention. And the inhale to soften the skin of the outer body, letting go. When we're actually in pain from either seeing harm caused or experiencing harm, the practice of Metta or Maitri is really essential. And it's hard to come directly to it if we haven't learned how to practice mental concentration or present moment awareness, if we haven't learned how to bring the brain and body actually into the state of, let's say, parasympathetic nervous system, also in yoga called sattva. Coming into that state, the Brahmaviharas are really naturally expressed. That being said, practicing the intention for Metta or Maitri helps us to reorient. So in both cases, we could say it's a top-down, bottom-up approach. Top-down is I have the intention for Metta or mindfulness. I have the intention for Maitri or mindfulness. I have the intention to practice my yoga even when I feel distressed. And bottom-up is using the breathing, sensing, moving to help the nervous system be in that sattvic state. And then the Brahmaviharas naturally express themselves. I'm looking for a spot. Okay. Let's bring the hands together at the heart. And we'll chant Asatoma Satgamaya. Let's begin. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorama Amritam Gamaya Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorama Amritam Gamaya Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorama Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Hari Om. And you may bow your head to your heart. Release your hands. Open your eyes. We are going to practice some pranayama. Right now, we're going to start with kriya. Kriya means the cleansing practices associated with pranayama. And these kriyas have a little faster breathing rhythm. And I think the kittens are not very fond of it, so they might wander away and go into hiding. So starting with bhastrika in the low belly, the way we're going to do it this morning is 5 strong exhales, 1 long exhale. Inhale through the nose, both nostrils, and then exhale out like a tiny straw between the 2 lips, exhaling as long as you can, using the strength of the low belly, and then totally relaxing the lower abdomen. Okay, so let's begin with that. Inhale both nostrils. And then suspend. Exhaling long and slow. Squeeze the belly at the end of the exhale. And then let the belly deeply relax. And let's repeat that. So 5 strong exhales, 1 long exhale. Breathe through the nose. Exhale smoothly through the mouth, like a little cocktail straw. Deeply relax. And bhastrika, which we do about 30 strong exhales more quickly. And then we will again have a long exhale. We'll have inhale suspension, and then we'll just exhale through the nose for that one. So beginning at the solar plexus and the second chakra. Inhale through the nose. Release the bandhas and exhale smoothly through the nose. I'm going to repeat that. It'll be a little bit longer and a little bit more rapid. So, bhastrika. Inhale to suspension using all three bandhas. Release the bandhas before you exhale. Exhale slowly and completely. When you're doing the bandhas, I want to encourage you to think about from the suspension, the perspective of the suspension on the inside, you're actually stretching the chest and the heart and the rib cage from within. It is a big lift, and this is a little bit of a back bend through here, and then the chin comes down. So this time when we do suspension, think about the stretch you're providing to the rib cage and the heart and the upper chest and collarbones here. So now kappalabhati. This is out through the nose. Exhale completely. Inhale to suspension, stretching open and brightening the heart. Release the bandhas and the exhale smoothly and slowly. We're going to repeat that, and then with our suspensions this time, it's going to be using the Nadi Shodhana, just one round of Nadi Shodhana, which will be 3 suspensions, I believe. Okay, so again, kappalabhati. Exhale completely. Inhale, suspend. Exhale through the left nostril only. Inhale, left nostril up to suspension. Exhale, right side. Exhale, right side. Suspend. Exhale, left nostril. And then deeply relax. We're going to be transitioning to more of our physical practice. I have to disembark a kitten from my lap and one from my blankets. I'm going to do other kitten things now. Yeah, other kinds of kitten things. Okay, so you have to do other kitten things too, honey. How about if I move this backwards? Maybe you'll stay put. There you go. You got your spot. Okay, please come to table pose. We are going to be moving into the prostration practice. We're going to start here in table pose with something that I'd like to add to the practice. So Come into cow pose with your inhale. That's where your spine is arching. And then press into your right hand and your left knee. And on the inhale, raise your left arm forward. And then exhale and press into cat pose. Bring the left hand towards the left knee. Hold the back of your left hamstring and make the spine more round and more broad. And then transition back to table pose. And then into cow pose. So if we breathe in here, notice the arch of the spine. And then press into your left hand and your right knee. And inhale, raise your right arm forward. And then exhale, press into cat pose. Sweep your right hand past the floor there and hold the back of your right hamstring near to your knee. And then inhale, return to table pose. So that position where you're going to place the hands at the backs of the knees, we're also going to do that when we're kneeling. So you'll come down like this and your fingers will be between your hamstrings and your calves. Then we bring this down to the floor and you'll roll up towards the top of your head, watching out for hair clips. And then we roll back down to kneeling and the hands are held there between the hamstrings and the knees. So you have to lift up through the heart. And if you have a longer torso like I do and shorter arms, you have to make an extra effort to lift up with the heart. Okay, so keeping that in mind, we're going to incorporate it into the prostration practice. So now beginning with arrow pose. Let's inhale, both arms forward and up. Little back bend at the top. And exhale, come forward and down. Good morning, Ayla. Inhale, cat pose. Exhale, cow pose. Now inhale, inchworm pose. Exhale, cobra pose. Inhale, inchworm pose. Exhale, cow pose. Inhale, cat pose. Exhale, cow pose. Press into your right hand and your left knee. Inhale, raise your left arm. Exhale, cat pose. Place your left hand at the back of your left hamstring near your knee. Inhale, raise the left arm forward. Cow pose. And exhale, cat pose, both hands. Inhale, raise your heart forward, right arm forward, cow pose. And exhale, press into your left hand and your right knee as you come to cat pose. Place your right hand behind your right hamstring. Inhale, slide your right arm forward again. Raise up. And exhale, cat pose becomes child's pose. Inhale, arrow pose. Exhale, prostration. Inhale, Uttanasana legs. And exhale for a deep bow to the legs in Uttanasana. Inhale, arrow pose. If possible, put the feet together so you can challenge your balance. Exhale, hands to the heart and down to Uttanasana. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, prostration. Place your hands behind your hamstrings between the knees and calves. Inhale, raise up to your seat, lift the heart. Exhale, bow forward, and as you touch the forehead, roll to the crown of your skull. And then lower the hips to the heels. Inhale, raise your heart up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Again, and we're going to add to the sequence. So inhale, arrow pose. Exhale, pranam. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, inchworm. Exhale, cobra. Inhale, inchworm. Exhale, cow pose. Inhale, raise your left arm. Exhale, cat pose, left hand behind the hamstring. Inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, cow pose. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, cat pose. Place your right fingers and make the pose taut and expansive on the backside. Inhale, right arm forward. And exhale, cat pose becomes child's pose. This time, inhale, slide your hands back until they're behind your feet, raise up. And then inhale, open the chest, heart, and throat. And exhale, bow forward, touch your forehead and then the crown of your skull. Exhale your hips to your heels. Inhale, rise up to the back bend. Exhale, hands between the hamstrings and the knees and bow forward. Come to the crown of your skull. Inhale your hips down and your heart up. Lift the chin, open the throat. Shoulders are back. And then exhale, hands to the heart. We'll incorporate downward dog and salambhasana. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow pose. Inhale, downward dog pose. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale onto your stomach. Sweep your hands straight back. Clasp them if you can, and inhale, rise up. Salambhasana. Exhale, lower down. Place your hands directly beneath your shoulders. Press into your knees. Inhale, inchworm pose. Exhale, cow pose. Inhale, raise your left arm. Exhale, press into your right hand, sweep the left hand to hold your hamstring, round the back body very broadly. Inhale, left arm forward. And then exhale, left hand down. Inhale, raise your right arm forward. Exhale, right hand back, hold the back of the hamstring, make the back body really broad. And inhale, right arm forward. Exhale, cat pose becomes child's pose. Inhale, rise up, slide your hands along the floor. Interlace your fingers, and then inhale, roll the chest, heart, and shoulders open. And exhale. Come forward, come to the crown of your skull. Inhale, return. Exhale, place your hands behind and between the hamstrings and the calves. Now let's try this. Inhale, raise up, stretch the chin. And then exhale, bow forward. Forehead, the crown of your skull. And last time, inhale, raise up. And then release the hands to the heart. My hope is that you're sensing some of the stretching through the throat and the upper chest near the collarbones when we do that with your hands between your calves and hamstrings. So from where you're kneeling, and if kneeling is not comfortable long term, go ahead and shake your legs out. But from where you're kneeling, let me just tie my hair back. I'll be able to see you better. You'll see me better. You won't have the urge to wipe my hair off my face, which I sometimes have that urge when I'm watching somebody on YouTube and I'm like, can I just get that for you? Of course you can. But so when you're kneeling like this, we're going to take the hips down to the side. We're going to go to the right side first. This will be my right side. For lots of us, going down to the side, it's going to be more beneficial if when you go to the side, there is something that just catches your right hip. But if you allow for some tip of the pelvis, excuse me, you're going to have a slight angle for the pelvis. It is a side bend already. So when you bring your torso upright, you already have a little C shape in the right lower back and the right side waist. You take the back of your left hand around the outside of your right thigh and encourage that side bend a little bit more to your left. Breathe into the right lower back here. Let's secure the left wrist with the right hand for a moment. So press it down firmly. Yeah. You can let the left ear just dangle for a moment, or you could look down towards the floor if you prefer. You can go this way. So in that side bend in the right lower quadrant, send your inhale to that part of the body. Yeah. And then if you'd like to, you can inhale, raise your right arm up alongside your right ear. It is going to make the twist a little bit heavier to the left. So you want to be sure that your right lower back and side waist, they agree to it. And then inhale, raise up, turn your left palm face down against your right thigh. Take your right hand behind you and twist to your right. Please come around to center and let's switch sides. So the hips go down to your left. They can go all the way down to the floor if you like. That's not my capacity since my hip replacement is still healing. But you could also do like I did, a little support right here. Take the back of your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Go ahead and secure your hand with your left hand on the right wrist. Yeah, and side bend to your right. And say good morning to the left lower back, left outer hip, left side waist. Encourage the breath to be smooth as always and unhurried. And if you feel grounded in your left hip and spacious in the left side waist, then sweep your left arm up alongside your left ear. These reaching actions should not be underestimated. When we reach, we're building little qualities of mind and heart, like optimism or intention or advocacy or longing, appropriate striving towards something, an important goal. With an inhale, raise up with your left arm now, and as you twist to your left, turn your right hand over so it's palm face down against your thigh. Notice now when you've got your hand around the outside of the leg here at the thigh, if the arm is taut, which I'm hoping that it is, when you lift the heart, it's similar to having your hands between your calves and thighs. Can you stretch the upper chest at the top of your inhale? And then exhale, come around to face forward and return for a moment to kneeling. You've had less circulation down your legs for the last while. In a moment, that's going to change. So let's come into Prasara to Karapanasana. Reach forward, curl the toes under, step your hips up, and come into Prasara. You can place the hands between the feet, so it's foot, hand, hand, foot. As you energize your legs, including your footprints, lift up through your inner arches, inner thighs, and wrap around with the outer thighs and outer heels. Now, keeping the breath simple and connected to your movements. On the inhale, raise your heart forward. You've got foot, hand, hand, foot. So raise up with your heart, stretch your wrists, and then exhale and bow down between the legs. Use the back body like cat pose. Inhale, raise your heart forward, a little bit like cow pose. Try to keep the heels of the hands as grounded as you can. Mine are not touching the floor because my wrists are not that flexible. But stretch the front, chest, and the throat when you come forward like this. And then exhale, curl down like cat pose. Press into your palms, make the back body broad. Keep the elbows in at shoulder and wrist distance. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, glide forward. And exhale to bow. So you shift your hands to your hips and rise up to standing. Turn the left heel slightly out so the left toes go in. Turn your right foot completely out, parallel, let's say to your mat. I'm using a round mat, but you can be parallel. You know what that means. Look down and check that you are lined up heel to heel. Right, so it's not even heel to arch, it's heel to heel. Bend your right knee, please. Take your right elbow to your right thigh and inhale the left arm up alongside your torso. And then past your ear. And think of that reaching reflex as, again, it's like aspiration or appropriate striving towards an important goal. Press firmly into your left heel. And as you're stretching the left side of the body here, rotate your inner belly to the left while keeping the right inner thigh long. Now with an exhale, reach your left arm forward, reach your torso towards the floor so you're facing down, sweep the left arm down, sweep it back, and then rise up, warrior two. So that makes a big circle with the body, how we came into this position. Let's practice this with the breath synchronized with the body. And so inhale, warrior two. Exhale, bring your right forearm down. Inhale, left arm up alongside your torso and then your face. Exhale, reach forward, keep the left heel grounded. Inhale, reach the left arm back to warrior two. Exhale, right forearm to your thigh. Inhale, left arm down, forward, up. The legs are totally steady. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale with your left arm, rise up. And then exhale to center. Turn the right heel slightly back. Turn your left foot completely out. And check again that you're heel to heel on your mat. Let's take the arms wide. Exhale, left elbow to your left thigh. Sweep the right arm down alongside your ear. Down and then up, excuse me. Okay, and let's check again. You have the basics are established. So press into your left heel and left toes. Elongate the left inner thigh here. Press into your right heel. Turn your inner belly to the right. So keeping the legs established as they are. Breathe in deeply and reach through your right arm. And exhale, right arm forward, down, big circle. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Press into your left hip and heel. Exhale, left elbow to your thigh. Inhale, big circle with the right arm. Exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Your pelvis does come upright for warrior two. And it does tip in side angle pose, parsvakonasana. So you tip the pelvis. Then inhale, right arm down, forward, up. Yes, and then exhale, right arm down. And inhale, warrior two. Pelvis is upright. And exhale, hands to center, feet parallel. Beautiful job. Clasp your hands at the small of your back, please. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze, and then exhale and come down. You're moving the shoulders back away from the heart and up away from your ears. And then inhale, rise up to standing. Use your hamstrings to help you come up. And exhale, step your feet to mountain pose. When we think of the practice of Metta or Maitri, as I was saying in the beginning of class, if we do have an intention, a strong intention, that's a top-down function from the brain. But we also use this bottom-up process. Again, bottom-up processing is you're breathing, moving, sensing, you're releasing held residue in the body, you're freeing yourself up so that the chakras and the nadis and the lymph system, the circulatory system, your health is able to come through. We're less burdened. And then we have this experience of the naturalness of the heart to express the Brahmaviharas. We're going to step into Surya Namaskar now, and we're going to incorporate side angle pose. That's what we're doing, yes. I don't know if you can even see them because sometimes they're just off the camera. Hi. You want to do Surya Namaskar? The sun salutation? Okay, come here. Okay, bring your hands to your heart, everyone. Yeah. And breathing in, take the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart, come down to Uttanasana. Inhale, glide forward through your heart. Stretch open the throat, and then exhale, left toes back and left knee down. Inhale, rise up like an arrow, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, bow forward, hands to the blocks or to the floor. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, root into your right heel firmly, establish both legs. And then inhale like an arrow, arms forward, rise up to your crescent. Exhale, rotate to warrior two. Inhale, right arm high. We call this rising warrior pose. And exhale, side angle pose. Bring your right hand down and left arm overhead. Then exhale and step backwards to plank pose in one long, smooth exhale. Inhale, downward facing dog. Okay, exhale, plank pose. Step over one foot to point the toes, then the other foot, and inhale to seal or upward dog pose. Exhale, plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, left foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, touch the blocks or the floor. Notice that bringing your torso over your thighs squeezes the breath out. Inhale, straighten your right leg. And exhale, root your tailbone, firm your left heel and your left toes. You should feel your outer hip is also steady. Inhale, raise up like an arrow. And then exhale, warrior two. And inhale, side angle pose, rising warrior, excuse me. And then into side angle pose. And exhale, touching down. Let's make a smooth transition to plank pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, upward dog or seal pose. Exhale, plank. Inhale, downward dog. And exhale, step forward. Inhale, rise up, virabhadrasana and arrow pose. We're going to change it very slightly. Reach back to interlace your fingers at the small of your back. Roll the shoulders back. It's okay to have the elbows bent for right now. Place your knuckles against your sacrum. If you have longer arms than I do, it's a little bit more difficult. The elbows will have to be more bent. Root your tailbone and start coming into a standing back bend. Roll the shoulders back. Lay the head back. And exhale, tone your belly, rise up to vertical, reach the arms back. And inhale, standing back bend again, this time unsupported. Exhale, use the lower belly, come up to vertical. And then exhale and bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhale the heart forward, touch your fingertips down. Okay, left toes back and left knee down. Interlace the fingers, change the clasp of your hands as you roll the chest and heart open, squeeze the arms back. Exhale, release. It's okay to touch the blocks here. In fact, I recommend it. Inhale, straighten your back leg. And now as you prepare your front leg, clasp your hands lightly at the small of your back. And then inhale, rise up. So your intention has to be strong for stable legs. Open the chest, the heart, and the throat. Exhale, warrior two. Sweep the arms out. Inhale, rising warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. And then exhale, plank pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. And clasping the hands, roll your chest and heart and throat open. Exhale, come forward. Notice the chest and thigh when they touch. Inhale, energize your right leg. Firm up your left leg and heel as you clasp your hands behind your back. And then inhale, rise up. And make your standing back bend once again. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, rising warrior. And exhale, come into the structure of side angle pose. And inhale, breathe into it. Hi, kittens. Let's exhale, return to plank pose. Not stepping on anybody. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, seal pose or upward dog pose, your choice. And exhale, table to child's pose. Let's put the elbows just in front of the knees. And as you bow your head to the floor, if it's just a little too far away, place a block for your head. Or you could use a blanket if that's your preference. And then notice the breath breathing into the pelvis and the lower back. Now let's touch the head down to the floor. You might have to separate the knees a little bit. Reach your hands back to put them under your ankles. So the palms are face up under the ankles. And then roll yourself towards the crown of your skull. So you're going to be stretching across the upper back, the mid back, lower back. Think of the spine as coming into a sort of cat pose. And then touch the hips back to the heels. Rise up to kneeling. And just place your palms face down on your thighs. Notice what's moving through your body right now. So bottom-up processing is all the movement that we're doing, the moving and the breathing. Just see what's kind of being released, what residue is dropping away. That letting go process again is called vairagyam. But we're also reducing our desire for the things that make the residue. Not just that we can have a way of cleansing the residue, but we have to reduce our desires, our raga, our craving for the things that are making the residue. Let's bring a chair onto the mat, please. Ready? Doing okay? Yeah? Okay, you have a strap and a couple blocks close by too, please. You ready? Hold the chair. It's the same color as you. You're going to be okay. All right, please lie down close to your chair. Start with your feet on the front edge of the chair. Take out your hair clips, please. Let me scoot this back a little bit. Okay, close by you have your blocks and your yoga strap. Okay, first with the strap, let's take the yoga strap so that you're going to have it under the small of your back and your wrists can go into the strap easily. At the same time as the strap is there, I want you to be able to reach the toes of the chair. So just check that you can also support yourself with those. Let the body relax. Place your heels at the front edge of your chair and inhale to go up. Tuck the shoulders under. The strap underneath you and you've got the wrists in the strap. Press out against your strap firmly and roll the shoulders under securely. Keep the arms dynamic. The heart is rising and the throat is closed on purpose. Now hold the legs of the chair as well as having your wrist in the strap and use that for security as you lower your hips back down. When you come down, slide your wrist out of the strap. Place the feet at the front edge of the chair. Let the inner thighs relax. We're up in the pose and we have this Jandahar Bandha, the throat is closed. We are kind of operating the lock system, the Bandha system, as if when operating the locks at the Panama Canal, where is water flowing, where is energy going, where is it not going? When we came down to this Virabhadrasana, we welcome the energy to come back into the pelvis, so it's flowing freely through all of the chakras and the whole torso. Put your strap aside, please. and have your blocks within reach. Hold the legs of the chair, one with each hand. Press your heels on the front of the chair, and please go up. Tuck the shoulders under securely. As you hold the legs of the chair, you don't have the strap to press out against, so use the strength that the chair provides you to tuck each shoulder under. Gaze towards your heart. And lower your hips only halfway down. Reach for one block and the second block to place under your pelvis to support your sacrum in this little triangle shape that we make. So the blocks tip in towards the tailbone and they support the sides of your sacrum. And then take the knees out to the side. Pelvis of the lower belly relaxed. The feet can be at the front edge of the chair. Draw the knees in, and with stable blocks, take both legs up. Supported version of candlestick pose. Key things here is circulation, coming down to the legs, towards the pelvis, towards the heart, towards your brain. Some of you, the blocks are probably quite comfortable, and for others, you're going to put them aside for Shavasana. If you want to use them in Shavasana, you're going to take the chair and tip it, and then you relax the upper back. So you have this, we could call it like a double waterfall. It's a good time to cover up with a blanket if you'd like to. It's good to keep your hips on the blocks. It's because the blocks are really comfortable. The sacrum rests between the edges of the blocks. The lower back is more broad, not more arched. And you're enjoying the double waterfall. Waterfall at the knees, a waterfall at the hips. Whether you've chosen to keep the blocks or not, please take your gaze down into the pelvic basin. Gaze down towards the pelvic basin. Invite there to be a deep relaxation of the inner belly. Be really restful. Gazing in at the pelvic basin. For greater and greater ease, even your mind can have ease. Welcome there to be a deeper and deeper sense of ease. In that inner sense of ease, let's make a thoughtful transition from your resting position into your meditation position. Be extra thoughtful if there are kittens underneath you. Or if you don't mind. Yeah. Can I have a spot? Okay with you? Back to your upright seat. You can sense the naturalness of the Brahmaviharas. You would, from this place, naturally sense that a person who is causing harm is a person who has experienced harm and has accumulated pain. So they're acting from pain, causing pain. They may not even know it. You would naturally want to free them from that kind of pain. You also naturally don't want your heart to be consumed with animosity or attachment or ill will towards that person. Raise your hands to your heart. Naturally, we don't want to accumulate pain, the residue of pain. We don't want to perpetuate painful behaviors towards ourselves or towards others. And naturally, we would want to alleviate the pain of another, particularly when it's causing pain to themselves or to other people. So may we and all beings everywhere, may we experience greater freedom from suffering, pain. May we have ease, harmony. May everyone everywhere be remembered. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste. That is a three-headed cat over there. One body, three heads. Put my glasses on so I can see you again in the chat. I can't read the chat without them. And I'm going to stop the Facebook Live so we can be together for our comments. And you can let me know how you are doing.